So I've never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's the most I've ever seen from it before. But it's good music. It sounded good. So Time Warp must be the season and the reason why we're here today. Why is it a time warp?
Because none of us going to answer. It was Tim Curry, by the way, I think, the tall one.
Yeah.
I love it. And so this is playing in Wrexham this weekend, and that's why it's so appropriate. So anybody that's out there that doesn't have their tickets to Rocky Horror Picture Show live in Wrexham.
The football is off this weekend in Wrexham.
Right.
Because Lincoln were too scared to turn up and said, no, we've got 3 people who are going overseas. Like me, tomorrow. Going overseas to Wrexham, which is why we got the time warp, because today isn't today, it was last week. And so I'm already in Wrexham.
Nice.
And I am either on a plane or at the airport, because it's going to be so
plane.
Close.
Yeah. If anybody else is confused, like I'm confused, let me shed some clarity or some questions. First off, what the hell are we doing here today? Well, this is Teach Me How to Wrexham, and it's a podcast where we look at Wrexham and the team, the town, and the fine cultural fixings that surround the area. Today we are joined by ourselves and no other guests, so it's just your 3 amigos, the 3 musketeers, the candy of your eye, Simon, SarahJane, and me, Ran. They are heading towards your area for the people that are in Wrexham and in the UK and Wales. Any American or international people that are on their way, maybe you guys might see Simon and SJ in person. I, however, what did you guys say? I had to wallow in my own sorrow, I believe was the text that I got from you. Also, ha ha ha, ha ha. I'm not going to say how many ha-has you guys sent over. It's not nice.
I'm still trying to get them all out. My talk to text is still going.
Should I unmute Simon because I muted him just because of the taunting he was going to do to me? So
I'm just thinking,
sorry.
The Bill Withers song with 26. I know. Is it I knows? I know.
Oh, yeah.
So I had 26 ha-has in the email to mimic that.
That
so
makes
I don't know whether
sense.
You picked that up. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And just for one more.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Just to...
I am jealous of you two. This is something we've been talking about here for some weeks. Simon is heading out first. He's on the first leg. Second leg, SJ, SarahJane will be joining. That is the superpowers joining forces. You two in the same place, I imagine Secret Service is going to be out of control. Because if you were to suffer some type of cannon fodder firing or something, both of you out at the same time, I would then be the default president of the pod. And nobody wants that.
We already put you in charge, so we can blame you for everything.
Well, it's not working. I have been hiding behind a lie called I'm sick. And the Piper has called.
My cheeks already hurt from laughing so much.
I know we should get into Wrexham, but for the people that come on to here to just know what the hell we're doing, there is a unique experiment or experience that is about to occur, and Simon and SJ will be in Wrexham, and we might possibly be able to do either a live stream or possibly record some segments while they're over there. Number one priority is they soak up the good times and experience all those fine, I would say, people, places, culture, food, entertainment, football, halftime pies. All of the goodness takes priority. Secondary to that is just checking in with me like I'm your mom.
I got a book of stuff I want to do.
You went with mom, not dad.
Well,
I mean,
yeah. Well, dad's never there. So
I'm not surprised, mum. I'm not surprised. Let me get that. I might know why.
Well,
Anyway.
and I'm going to have my 5 favorite questions to ask people when I meet people.
Ooh.
So, if you're a friend of the pod, or watch the pod, or hate watch the pod, or, you know, anything, if you recognize me, you'll know 2 things about me. 1, I have stickers to share. I have like 500 fucking stickers to share. I have 5 stickers to share. And I'm going to have 5 of my favorite questions. I'm going to ask everybody the same 5 questions. And then we're going to...
Where's the pub? Where's the toilet? What time does it shut? Can you pick me up if I fall into the gutter?
Have you seen my keys? I would rather do that than the emotional side at times. Yeah, if you're tuning in today for the whole show, we are going to cover some fine things. Let me pull up my trusty list here. Does this game even matter? Don't know. Who are we facing? Should we even care? What's the likelihood that they'll win or us? Do they have a weakness? Do they have 2? Is anybody injured? I hope so. And
on their side.
and also table talk. Some table talk. So we're going to be going over some looks of what we normally do on the pod, but there is the overarching theme of today is celebration because 2 of your finest are making their way. Simon is going there for the first time. He's heading over to Wrexham. It's going to be his first visit, so everybody please welcome him with open arms.
First time out of the country.
First time. So be gentle at first, but then full rowdy Piper on that ass after he's been there a couple of nights. Because
get the beer to reel him in.
He's going to be pounding them back, and then that's when I want to interview him. Simon, can I check in with you right now? How many are you in? I'm this many. Okay.
I'm all in.
Yeah. Well, okay, so Simon, how many days until you're gone? Until you're or
tomorrow. I'm on the plane within I start my trip 22 hours from now.
Ooh.
And I've got a fair bit of flying, but a fair layover in Melbourne and then another one in Doha. But yeah, 23, 25 hours of flying plus layover time ahead of me.
And
then a little bit of Lancaster, a little bit of Edinburgh, and then welcome to Wrexham.
Yes.
Nice.
Wait, and what date is that? What date is that so people know 17th. To greet you with the parade?
The 17th.
17th. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's Thursday the 17th.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
It is. Because that's the day I'm getting there. And the bestest little sister offered to pick me and my partner Mike up from the airport in Manchester. So it's going to be a party straight off the plane.
Oh, yeah. A nice booze cruise from the plane. Are you guys going to get started on the plane? Are you going to get a couple of those high mileage?
I did that once. It didn't go well. I landed and it landed.
You inhaled. Yeah. How about you, Simon? Libations on the flight?
Probably, but there is some driving afterwards when we land. We're hiring a car, so one of us is going to need to be relatively. I can drive a car.
Well, you got 22 hours to work it off. So yeah.
Just drink when you get on the plane. By the time you get off the plane, you'll be fine.
That is absolutely exciting. So, are you packed, Simon?
Yes, packed. I have packed. I've bought a new pair of specs, a new pair of sunnies, had the haircut special, all ready to go. So, so looking forward to it. Just stoked.
Ooh. Where's the first place you guys are stopping when you get into Wrexham?
Wrexham. Wow. To be boring, probably the turf. Probably the hotel to drop all the shit off, depending on what time we get in. But no, actually, we're going to be. I guess we're going to be there relatively early because we're going to be in Liverpool the night before. So,
okay.
Yeah, maybe the turf, maybe the Mice Gwyn, maybe the Miners.
Okay, so we will need to know where to send your adoring fans. Because they'll be there, so we need to know where to.
I'm there for 2 weeks. So that the procession can just line up, and I'll be. Yep. I hope to visit everything, visit them all. And I'm glad the Horse and Jockeys opened up because that looks a sweet little pub.
They've got like a traditional. Thatched roof. It's like real thatched roof that they just
definitely looking forward to that.
Doing through the literal centuries.
Yeah, and that is probably going to be the thing I'm going to miss most about not being there. It's not going to be not doing the podcast with you guys. I will never miss that. What it will be is that you guys get to experience all of the things that I want to experience, but my body is broken, and I can only look. Well, Simon, though, there's the big question.
You can live vicariously through me. I'll send you lots of pictures and videos and.
Thank you.
I have to have a hip replacement, and I'm still going, so I don't know what your excuse is.
Well, you're a better person than I am, is the answer to that. There is the big question, Simon, and are you going to forge off on your own, or are you going to let or follow the two-timer, the experience, the Hall of Famer, who has been there before, who has bricks on the sidewalk named after her?
Probably a bit of both, because there are some. I certainly want to meet the people from Dragon Chat that. I want to do. So there's going to be bits of both. Plenty of time for SJ and her hip to find some activities.
Well, the thing is, I have the Merchant K. Ross. The ladies of the race course to hang out with too. So, you're hanging out with your gentlemen. I'll be hanging out with my ladies.
With your lady friends, and Rand will be at home on his lonesome, hanging out with his mates. So,
and I gotta say too,
the Phoenix Reds.
Yeah, the Phoenix Reds.
Oh yeah.
Are you far from Phoenix? Do you live near Phoenix? Are you in Phoenix? Are you 300
Who, me?
miles from Phoenix?
Or
no,
SJ,
ways from Phoenix.
Yeah. You. The one who lives in Arizona rather than the one who lives in bloody Oregon.
Yeah, SJ. Yeah, she's a little bit outside of Phoenix, I'd say. She's on the west. She's on the west side, the northwest side of Phoenix.
Northwest burbs of yeah. No,
yeah.
You.
I am about, if anybody wants to stalk me, I'm about 3 miles from where the Cardinals, the football team, the American football team, Arizona Cardinals, where they play from.
I thought that was baseball. Aren't the Cardinals baseball?
Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, let's open this up.
No. I don't want to know. I shouldn't ask. I think you should give me some grace. I wore my baseball shirt for you last episode because you were sick. So we'll just say that I've paid my baseball dues and move on.
All right. Yeah.
I wanted to say though, when I was in Wrexham before, I flew out with 2 days of when I was there before. I flew out with decided, and on Friday and Monday I was on the plane. So when I got there, I really had no plan. I just winged it. And then later I came home and people were like, did you do this? And did you do this? And and I'm like, I didn't even know those things existed. One day I just spent walking around town, just seeing things, taking pictures of stuff. And so, so even though I have been there before, I don't know if I have truly been there until I've been there and created calamity with Simon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I would say paint the town red, but it's already red. You'll just be adding another layer, another coat on.
Get the photo in front of the Paul Mullen mural.
Ooh,
yeah. Hey.
See, I was there, but when it was the last one, and I apparently walked right by it because when it was at night.
You were that pissed. You walked right by the giant Paul Mullen and didn't even know it was there.
It was before it was Paul. It was the last one because this is 2 years ago.
You had a name before Paul? Oh, when it was still the... Yeah.
Yeah, it was the other one. So, no, but apparently I later, and I was like, yeah, I never figured out where that was. And they were like, it was, you went to eat at this place. It's on the side of that building.
You should let Simon get lost the first day. Just let him show you guys around because it's not that big. So that's the only day he's going to be able to get lost. So just let him do it once so he has that feeling of wait, where am I at? And then you quickly realize,
lost, mate.
Everything's...
Everyone tells me where to go, so I never get lost.
Other people got lost, and I just went where they told me to go. So that's on them. Well, you guys are going to be gone for a little while, and so we're going to have to give some information out there for the people tuning in at home. We will give updates along the way as much as we can. I'll try to put out what I can without them to, the meeting areas where the shaking babies and kissing hands locations are going to be at. The ones where you can get your Simon or SJ tattoo on your neck or face.
That's what I was going to put on my list.
A tattoo? A face tattoo?
No, not a face. You never, ever, can I just tell the whole entire internet and world, never, ever get a portrait tattoo of a person's face. It will always turn out poorly. Whether it's the first day or in 10 years, it's eventually going to look like a rotten potato.
That is a good point, because this is a portrait tattoo over my face. And it looks like a rotten tomato.
No,
point taken.
Potato. Yeah.
Yeah, both of those.
You say tomato, I say potato.
Yeah, well,
let's call it a pie.
we do have some stuff that we have to cover. We don't have to. I mean, if we're honest, we really don't have to. But we're going to be facing a team. You brought up a team that is turning us down. They're giving us the cold shoulder. So anybody that doesn't know what's going on, why don't we have a game coming up this week?
International weekend. So Lincoln City have 3 players playing for their country, under 21s and whatnot, and so they're able then to ask the EFA to have the match postponed, or the EFL to have the match postponed, and they have. And so we won't be playing Lincoln City this week. We will have the match against the Wolverhampton Pups in the Bristol Street Pizza Cup Trophy. But that'll be good for the reserve team, good for Mullen to get a full run. But the next match, the next league game is Rotherham.
Nice.
Rotherham away.
Yeah.
Rotherham.
And I got tickets.
Ooh. Wait, SJ, you got tickets too, or?
Yes.
Oh.
I have
tickets.
I have tickets
I will see
to
you.
4 Wrexham matches.
4 Wrexham matches.
Mm-hmm. So, because I got one for the Wrexham women playing Cardiff Met. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So
Where and when
morning.
is that?
It's the
home?
morning after Charlton away. So, I know. I didn't say I was going to be able to maybe physically make it, but I have a ticket. And if I can crawl there, I heard the Rock's a little bit outside of town. If I can crawl there or grab somebody's bumper and they can just drag me in, then I'm going. So
Yeah, by hook or crook.
Yeah.
SJ will be there.
Charlton
no,
is a big
no
away
hooking
day.
to
That's
get
a
there.
5-hour
to
bus
get there.
trip back. So
I know. I know.
Yeah, that's a good turnaround. But us Americans, we're used to driving that in a day. 12 hours on the road, that's not nothing. But Australia, you guys probably do that stuff too, right? Some long treks.
36 hours on a bus one day.
Well, good. It's we're not comparing size right now, but I did 38.
It was big. It was big. It was long. It was hard. It was
But when you're driving it yourself.
The back blew out of the. It was just a disaster. But I certainly won't be doing that again. But no, 5 hours. That's what I say. That is relatively, a standard, not a standard bus trip here, but that's a reasonable trip down here. But yeah.
Well, I think they tuned out a long time ago. Everybody that's in for today definitely is in to soak up the goodness and the fun that is the upcoming trip. Because, there's nothing better. All of us international fans, we don't get to do it every single weekend. Simon, you've been watching for, over 3 years now? 3-4 years. And and this is the very first time you get to go. SJ, you remember your first time that you went and all the emotions and feelings that were involved with that. And we probably have a great number of people who still haven't went yet and done their trip to Mecca quite yet. Diane from Maine, she was just out there, looked like had an incredible time. Does it get better? It probably doesn't. But maybe going for the 2nd or 3rd or 4th or 5th or 20th, whatever time you're on right now, SJ, that's probably when it gets better, I would imagine.
You know what? The thing that I hear that makes me like love the town and the community even more is there's all these people like you and I and Simon who have met who are like literally wanting to fly across the world to meet each other in this special magical place. And so, you know, Diane was like, next year, because we're so close together when we're gonna go, there's so many people that are like, okay, we have to figure out how to all get there at the same time. So I think we have to have an international askWxm convention. And
yeah. So we don't have Lincoln this week.
yes.
How do we know? How does one know when we will have that makeup game?
You know,
One doesn't.
One doesn't. One only knows later on in the season.
Yeah, they will. I'm not sure who. I guess the EFL will, reschedule it, and there will be a midweek that it will get rescheduled for. There will be the first midweek available. That remember when we had all the floods back in the National League. There are weeks that are set aside for those matches to be played because they just assume
it could be on a cup or a league match pre-scheduled date. If then Wrexham are not in it, it would be a Saturday, but that's not going to happen because we're not failing of anything, right? I'm just going to cut that out.
Well, we're not in all of the competitions still.
I know, but I found out that Saturday is going to be first round proper of the FA Cup. So,
and what the heck does that even mean? What is first round proper?
Well,
first round, the big teams are in. First round, we're in it now that we're in it. It's a first round proper. So you had the qualifying rounds that the tiny teams play, and then the actual EFL clubs join at first round proper. Like when we were back in the National League, we joined. I don't think we started in the 8th round. We started in the 5th or something, and then once you win that, then you get into the first round proper, which is going to be the 6th round or whatever it actually is. But they call it.
That's how Paul Mullen won his Golden Boot because we were in the qualifying rounds.
He had 1 or 2 extra. He wasn't. He didn't have 10 extra. Like he wasn't a village team on a Wednesday. If they played in it, their very first match would it's the tiny teams play until they're
already filtering out.
Yeah,
they already start filtering out in the summer. So, anyways.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting to look for. I like everybody else will wonder with bated breath of how many of those fingers that SJ flashed up actually turn into matches that she'll be at. You have at the moment tickets to at least 2 matches, right? SJ? 3. Whoo! So anybody. She's carrying the tickets on her person.
Yeah, I know. They're right here.
Yeah.
Don't stab me. You'll poke a hole
One of them's
an
e-ticket. Hang on, one's an e-ticket that hasn't been delivered yet. One's an away ticket printed that has to be picked up at the race course.
I know. I'm excited about that.
So we actually get a ticket stub. So, yeah. You didn't do what McElhenney does and rip up some turf and bring that home. You wouldn't be allowed to bring it into Australia. You got quarantined, no Wrexham grass here, mate.
Yeah. When I was near the pitch, if I had started ripping up the grass, I think they probably would have been a little upset at me. I'm like, don't mind me.
I would have just ate it and been like, it tastes like championship. That's right.
I thought it was Forest Green and it was vegan. I thought that was like...
Your grass is delicious. Your salads. Well, so the people that are going there for the first time, if you're flying out there, you're going to be coming from different areas. You can land into London, Heathrow. You can land over in Manchester, Liverpool, Luton. Well, the people, though, that haven't gone before, there are different options that you could do. Manchester is, roughly 1 hour away from Wrexham. Liverpool, the same, roughly 1 hour away. Maybe a little bit closer as the crow flies, Liverpool to Wrexham. But you are quickly over the border into Wales and into another country. So you could check that off of your, you did England, you did Wales, you got 2 more countries under your belt. And if you do make it into, I think, Simon, you're staying over in Liverpool, you can go walk Abbey Road, which I assume you're going to do. And you can't go to Liverpool and not do anything Beatles related. Yeah. If you this sounds so bad, but if you look at the crowd of any Wrexham game or like anybody who's involved from internationally, we are the youngest. Us three here are the
There's a
youngest.
lot of kids at Wrexham games now, isn't there? When you
when
you do see the crowd, there's so many new supporters who will be there for generations to come. You know?
Yeah, I'm talking about international fans that go over.
Yeah.
There's a couple of like kids that get drugged by their parents out there, but I've seen them on the interviews. They're, they don't know who the Beatles are. I'll put money on that. 100% they don't know who the Beatles are. But yeah, so in Liverpool, go down to Wrexham. You guys' first night there. Meet them in the lobby of that hotel.
That good hotel because security.
Yeah, well, and the people that are going out there are a handful of, and I'm going to say reputable hotel motels, like places to stay, where you've got the Premier Inn, the Ramada, Lemon Tree. Yeah, Lemon Tree's pretty good.
I stayed there.
And there's not a Marriott, right? It's just a Marada.
No, there is. He scored a beauty on the weekend, didn't you see? On your screen at the moment, don't you have the replay going on up there? Look up there. You got an absolute beauty.
Yeah, it's 2-1, 48 minutes in. Yeah.
Do you know who gave him the ball, Ran?
Well, if it's the same person that gave the ball to everybody.
No. That one came in, but then someone specific gave him the ball, and it's the one who runs down the wing, and he hates the fucking king.
Oh, Jeff Winger.
It's a beauty. He was running down the other wing, got to the far post, and put in a beauty back to Marriott to put in for the goal that put us 2-1 up late in that, or not late, but in that first half. And interesting stat. Every half we've played at home this year, or this season, we've scored. Every half.
Oh, wow.
Every half at home.
Every half at home we've scored. So that's
this year.
We've scored. This season. Because this year goes back to last season at the beginning of this year. So this
season
season
at
year,
home.
like financial year. Yep.
Yeah, every half.
We've scored.
Not on a leap year.
I mean, you like baseball. That's a bloody stat, mate.
Baseball
is just stats.
It's all stats.
Stat for you.
It's all stats.
Wait till we get to table talk. All I have is stats.
And now for Charity of the Week, SJ.
Charity of the Week for this week is Welsh Women's Aid. We did a nice video talking with Sarah, the CEO of Welsh Women's Aid, that we dropped on their Instagram Live. They went live October 9th at 5 p.m. UK time. And so you can check that video out and learn all about Welsh Women's Aid. They're doing their big Give Big platform. It is a fundraising match. So it is not like GoFundMe where they take a percentage of what the donations are. Just giving. You can keep all the donations, but the people who donate can donate a little bit extra to the platform, and that's how they get their money. But the Give Big platform, it has like fundraising people and for Lola Ray donors that help do fund matching. So Welsh Women's Aid is looking to raise £5,000, and if they raise £5,000, then they get £10,000 because the Give Big platform will match pound for pound every donation. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. Yeah, up to £5,000. Yeah, and so if there's more donations than £5,000, that's great. Don't stop at 5. Keep going. But last time, I think like kind of the first askWxm cohesion internationally on Twitter that I remember kind of being connected to was we kind of formed this idea of doing a charity drive, and so Ran and I and Jay all kind of met and DM'd for the first time, and then Jay was like, oh, this charity, we don't have to touch the money and we can just have people donate, and you can see how much, and it was 1,726 pounds. So that's like almost $2,000 in US cash. Like, it made a significant difference. And I know from just being, how I was drawn into the Wrexham community, it makes me feel good to be able to give back to something that brings me so much joy. So that's our charity of the week. And it is going to the 17th of October. So please donate your donations. There's still time.
Nice. So about a little over a week. Who knows when this goes out? It might be less than a week, but you still have time. And it's called the Big. What's the special thing?
It's the Big Give campaign.
The Big Give campaign.
The Welsh Women's Aid. Yeah, search for
Welsh
Women's Aid. There'll be a link down below. But Welsh Women's Aid and their Give Big campaign.
And I'm gonna pop it up on the screen up here. Yeah.
Nice. Well, and those people that are backing it, those are they've just selected Welsh Women's Aid as one of the ones that they're going to double the up to 5,000. So
yeah, my understanding of how Sarah explained it was that the entity of the Big Give platform, there are donors that put money into that to support charitable causes, and then a charitable cause applies to be sponsored and have a donation match. And sometimes you have a specific person that is sponsoring your campaign. They put in an application for the Big Give platform to be one of their charities that they're sponsoring. Simon, is that kind of how you understood that Sarah explained it?
And people could watch the interview to get a good understanding. And
that would be the best.
The link.
Yeah. So there was one of these people here that was not there that should have been there, and that person does not know is the one asking the questions at this moment right now. Well, that's pretty cool that there are people that are giving, or groups or entities or whoever, that then also are doing matching for, things across the Just Giving platform. Amazing stuff going on, and this is it'll be linked in the description, and I will follow up with it as it goes till October 17th is the push. Okay. Yep. Well, that's good.
The 10th through the 17th. It's a proper week, 7 days. So
nice.
It goes from the noon midday. I think it's 12 o'clock on the 10th to 12 o'clock on the 17th.
It's the same time internationally, is it? The same in America? 7 days in a week.
It depends which time zone you're in. Yeah. It depends. It depends. Only if it ends in Y, those days will be. So
speaking of ending in Y, Ran.
Ooh.
How did you go with Cryptik's Clue this week?
Well, I'm going to need some help because what was Cryptik's Clue? So the people that are playing at home, let's tee it up for the people playing at home. Cryptik's Clue from last week. We are going to get the Cryptic Answer right now. So last week's clue, Simon, what was last week's clue?
A bit of a mea culpa because it was a very tough one and I possibly could have made it slightly easier. But it was make up hammock easy. It was old winger.
Ooh.
Now, I could have perhaps gotten rid of old or was. There's a bit of a tautology going on there. But the big clue is in the start with the make up. And that's a hint that it's an anagram.
Wait, you want to know my guess?
Oh.
Yeah.
My guess was a dirty old sailor hanging up his bed in a ship.
He got released last week. He's no longer part of the team, that one. Even though this guy would,
Hang up the hammock, hang up his bed. Yeah. I'm so bad at these. I'm so bad at these.
So, no, the answer is not dirty old sailor hanging up his bed to
What do
dry
you
it
think
off
it is, Rand? Do you have a guess?
I will. Don't know. I don't.
Okay. Now, this is where it got tricky because it's not a current player. So I had to put out on Twitter and on YouTube that it's not a current player. So it's a bit of a tricky one, but make-up is the hint that it's an anagram. And if you take the letters from hammock, easy and it, and this is the other part I perhaps could have given a number of letter hint for the first name and last name, it was an old winger, or it was old winger. And the answer, Mickey Thomas.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Y.
That A to B, that's a different
toughest
alphabet for me.
Yeah, it's the toughest one out there. And like I say, mea culpa, it's the first time I've done a clue quite so hard, and it was a little bit tortured. So next week's is not going to be as difficult. But
did anybody get
Thomas. My aunt got it after I told her it was an anagram, and she then Googled players and then worked out, it was Mickey Thomas. So, yes and no.
Does she need some sympathy stickers?
Yeah. No, there's no sympathy. She earned that. So
she earned it. She Googled and worked out it was Mickey Thomas. And so, because the letters for Mickey Thomas come to the make up hammock, easy, and it. And then it was old winger.
Yeah.
I perhaps could have just had old winger or was winger. But, yes, it's not the greatest clue in the world.
So you're trying to do name and position to hint what the name was.
Yeah, to give a bit of a clue because it was such a tortured and difficult clue. I thought, the old winger was a standout if you knew it. You know. Yeah.
So the nod to it is makeup. Is the nod to anagram?
Anagram.
Okay.
And you could made
That's
up
like
or
when you do,
muddled or there's a lot of words you can use to say, and it could have been muddled hammock easy, but because it was a hammock, I thought, you make a bed, so I'll use make up for the rather than muddled or spill or
See, and I went the wrong way.
To miss letters.
I was thinking Mindy because you would mend the thing.
Oh, that's
so I wasn't going the anagram way. I was thinking of it being a play on that word, like make up. It's like, you mend, and then the Y is the Y is the end of Mindy, and so
because it's hanging there like a hammock.
I'm just as equally wrong as I've been every single week. So the streak lives. The streak lives.
And how will you go next week? Let's find out. Wait until the end of the show to get
yeah. I can't wait. Well, what always happens after the cryptic clue with the cryptic answer is, of course, a little bit of table talk. SJ, what do we got going on the table this week?
Well, this table talk is going to be a little skewed because, right now, warp again. Yeah. So, so it won't be too different because Rotherham United are playing one match in between. So the table will still, for their performance and our performance, will kind of still look the same. So anyways, Rotherham United, they are 17th on the table. They have played 10 matches. They have 13 out of 33 points, which is 3 wins, 4 draws, and 3 losses. Their goal difference is -2. They have 4 goals. Not 4. I'm looking at the number 9 and saying 4 multiple times. 9 goals for and 11 goals against. And their next match that will change where they're at on the table or their performance, they play Peterborough on the 12th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't have anything to worry about this week. We're not losing in the league this week. No. We're not winning.
No, can I add a bit of table talk information?
Oh, heck yeah.
But this is from last season. Rotherham ended up dead stone motherless last.
Wow.
In the championship and got relegated with 5 wins for the year out of 46, 12 draws and 29 losses, and a goal difference of -52.
Wow.
Minus 52 goals. Can you imagine how shit a year they must have had?
I mean, out of context of the history of the EFL, it sounds like a lot. That sounds like you really lost really bad.
I guess it's only a goal a match. You lose every match by a goal, that's 46. So it's only really just above one of that, but they pretty much lost every match. So,
I need a math wizard to figure out what the lowest amount of points you can get is, and still be the the champion of the league. Right? Oh. So that's hard, right? Because you have everybody draws except for one team wins and one team loses, because you can't have everybody lose because somebody's winning. So you have all only draws.
One game that ends in a win, and every other game in the season for 46 weeks is a draw.
I think you don't even have to have a win. I think you can have just
goal difference, winning on goal difference.
Yeah, goal difference on draws. Yeah,
that would be so cool. Yeah. That would be so cool. Yeah,
lowest point possible. Draws with goal difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then would you be better off not winning 2 or 3, not drawing 2 or 3 and getting 0 points and then getting 1 win? So you might...
No, yeah.
But there will be a matrix, and we will not go into it because...
I know, but here's the thing. If you lose, then the other team wins and they get the 3 points. So then you start skewing the table. So then you're talking about...
But then if they lose matches... If they lose a match...
Then somebody else is winning.
That.
Well, you can also cut... COVID could cut the season off.
Yeah. I was actually looking through how many points it took for each the league to get promotion out of each season for the last 5 or 10 seasons, and I was like, God, this one was only 61, and then it was like, oh, that was your COVID was
and that was a lot.
But what I find interesting is at the moment between 4th and 17th is 3 points, 1 win between 4th and 17th.
Wow.
So teams are taking a lot of points off each other, which helps, as you say, to lower the threshold that you need to go up. And now with Birmingham losing as well, so okay. But if the teams around us take points from each other and we can win and draw away, still hope. Good hope.
Still hope. Yeah.
Is the takeaway to the unprofessional audience member is that it's still just a crapshoot right now at this point in time? It's too close.
Yeah, very too close. But we're in second, and they say look after 10 games, and 10 games for us. So that's almost 20% of the season when you think about it. Over. You know, it's already, wow, okay, but it's nearly 20% of the season over. So the matches, the 3-point wins count, and where you are on the ladder counts. And
just because I gave Rotherham stats, I will just read ours off too. 10 matches played. So the cool thing, I love a game in hand. So we have that Lincoln match rescheduled. So we have a goal difference of positive 10, which is 18 for and 8 against, and we've had 6 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses. So so we're doing all right. We're only 2 points behind Birmingham. They have a game on us, but our goal difference is 2 better. So we are still technically a neck and neck for the top.
And they showed they are vincible.
Yes. Yeah. They are vincible.
Yeah. They are vincible. And now they don't play next week either. So we won't see a leveling of the games of them getting back to 10 games to... There will still be 1 game ahead of them. They'll still have 1 in the hand, 2 in the bush, so to speak.
I remember last season when the table started getting all skewed and it was like this team had played 16 and this team had been 10 or 40 or it wasn't that bad, but it was the matches were all over. Some teams needed to catch up 4 matches.
And the players that we should watch out for in this upcoming match, So, Simon, you are the expert English speaker for us. Rotherham?
Close enough, Rotherham.
I was like, I've muted Simon again.
You muted? No, that was me. You've muted me when I unmuted me. So, Rotherham.
Rotherham.
And because there's a ham on the river Rother.
Yes.
Which we know, we've learned about ham. So this is just a ham on the river Rother.
I wonder if pigs eat a lot there. Never mind.
Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I wonder if pigs eat a lot there. The hams on the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's a bad joke. It's a bad joke. So
it was better that you said what and made her repeat it. That was better that you did that.
I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah.
What?
Just for the people in Wrexham, if your joke doesn't hit, don't worry. Simon will ask you to repeat it so that you can walk through those steps again. It's the only fair thing to do. Well, are there any players that we need?
You want to hear it go twice, don't you? If someone drops a clanger, just bell ring, ding, hear it again, just ding.
Yeah.
You just want to make sure. Did I hear what I think I heard? Yeah.
Yeah. The first time it's funny to me. The second time it's a little embarrassing. Yeah.
I think a player to watch out for is going to be Paul Mullen. I'm assuming he's going to play. He'll start against the Baby Wolves on Tuesday. So will he get? If he can get some goals, even though Marriott is to say we don't have a Marriott, but we do have a Marriott, and he's playing really well. Whether he can keep Mullen out for another week will be interesting. But given they've got 10 days off, there's going to be plenty of time to recover from niggles and things. But Mullen must be getting a little bit wondering what he needs to score some goals to get into the team.
Well, then that leads me into my keeper player to watch out for. The keeper situation is interesting because they've had two keepers, and one keeper has 7 appearances, and the other keeper has 3. But it was weird because their number 1 has played 3, and then usually the number 1 is the preferred keeper, and he's only played the last 3 matches. Well, he's had 6 appearances because he did so he did some cups and the trophy cups and whatever. So he had 6 appearances, but 3 in the league, and he had 2 clean sheets with his 6 appearances, 1 in the league. So I was like, how the other guy had. So kind of what I've dug into was like, it seems like maybe the guy that started was not doing so great. He played had 7 appearances. He had 1 clean sheet. He had 16 saves, but 9 against. Their goal difference is, like I said, is suffering. And so they brought in the new guy, and in 3 appearances, he has managed to kind of hold back that goal difference from tanking. And so when you throw a keeper in with a team that's been playing, you want him to sink and all that. And I don't want this guy to be synced yet with their team. So it'll be interesting to see how their team plays together, and whether he can keep up with Mullen or not. Because, we all want to see Mullen score. So, Cameron Dawson. I should probably say the guy's name. Cameron Dawson.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the number 1. So it'll be interesting. I mean, I'm assuming he's going to be the guy that plays. He's played the last few matches, and he's got the better stats for the season so far. Yeah.
Nice. And so that's who we're going to score officially 8 to 10. That's what it is. The 8 to 10. Okay. Yeah.
Mm. Interesting discipline. We want to talk ref review. We don't have ref review, but we talked the discipline table.
Oh yeah.
McLean is only on 3 yellows, even with his mystery yellow from last match. Dobbs and Cannon are on 4. So if they get another yellow, they get their little suspension. Rotherham, as low as everything else is in a negative way, they're actually second from bottom on the discipline table, which means they're really, really good on the discipline table. So that's, and I wrote too nice because I was like, okay, so their goal difference sucks. They're not winning matches. But they don't have any yellows, so it doesn't seem sloppy. Like like when I look to try to plug things in together, I'm like, well, what's their
how many tackles? How many tackles are they making? Maybe they're not making any tackles to get yellows for.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I was like, I tried to put together like offense, defense, and I was like, all I see is everybody's like, you can have the ball. Like, I know. So, yeah.
Well, if you're coming down from championship into this league, and I don't know how many players they kept on the drop.
Oh, yeah.
And how many went, but they typically, and Simon, correct me with how wrong I am, but typically the discipline is better in the higher league, and then so coming down, you're going to have better disciplined players, but without that translating into victories or wins, that's not really much to hang your hat on. Simon, you did do a little bit of the Crest and Badge, or the etymology. You broke that down, so that's good.
I've got a different take on it to you, because to me it looks like FURC rather than RUFC. It's definitely an FURC. So
it's aggro.
My partner's
it's
a
very
Roman
aggro.
Catholic. James McLean's a Roman Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
So saying FU to the RCs could actually get up McLean's goat. So I'm picking a big match for him this year. They don't have a lot there. There's not a lot there. What they do have coming from Rotherham, Seaman. David
That's
Seaman.
true. Yeah.
David Seaman, the English goalkeeper, come from Rotherham. So if you wanted Seaman, go to Rotherham. He was one of their star goalkeepers, played 100 games for England as a player. But apart from that, Rotherham were like Wrexham in a way, a mill town with coal mine and steel mill. So very much like Wrexham, and in South Yorkshire, so they hate the English a bit like we do. So they're an interesting match for us. But yeah, their logo is a ball with FURC written above it. So make of that what you will.
And it'll rile up our king, James McLean.
Okay, I feel really dumb, but can you explain to me the F in the beginning of F?
Because it's actually RUFC, which is Rotherham United Football Club. But the way it reads is FURC. So the F for F.
Oh, because it's like staggered?
F.
Oh, yeah. Okay, because I was like...
FURC, so that's
yeah.
But not RUFC. We could probably put a picture up there if we cared, but...
Yes, we can.
We'll
see
how we go.
I was like,
can.
RC Cola? RC Cola?
See, that was the other one I was going, we used to have RC Cola too.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah.
Back in the day, back in the 70s, when you could have pictures of beach girls, the backside, and it was RC Cola.
We still have RC Cola over here.
Oh, okay. Right.
It's still made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, it's my parents' favorite cola. Yeah. So I guess there's some overlap between Kellogg, like cornflakes industry, and Millmore, and the area of Rotherham. So there's some people will let us know, but like that mill-looking thing that's on the badge,
on the crest.
Yeah. So you know how it looks like the kind of like a windmill over the football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then so there's something. Somebody will let us know. There's some overlap with John Kellogg patenting cornflakes and warranted the mill being added to the badge on the front. So I don't know anything more, but I did watch Unfrosted with Seinfeld and Melissa McCarthy on Netflix, and about Pop-Tarts, and I think they mentioned Rotherham in there somewhere. Like
Rotherham UK or Rotherham England? Because I didn't think Kellogg was English.
No, but there's a big distribution or I don't know, headquarters like European or UK headquarters in Spencer Harris worked for Kellogg. So
yep.
There you go.
That's in Wrexham though, isn't it? Not Rotherham.
Oh no, for where he's based at. Yeah, but there's some overlap with, and I don't know what it is. Millmore. Somebody will know what that means in that area. But the mill is like to a nod of that same time frame. And I'm not specifically sure exactly how if it was somebody who had bought into the club early on, blah, blah, blah. But there's some type of overlap, and I only watched the Netflix show, so I don't know anything more that I can give anybody of real substance about this issue. But moving on to if anybody else has any unique things that clear up this whole Kellogg debate about the town, good. If not, we could go on to Mascot Wars.
Mascot Wars. And we had Mascot Massacre last week. Oh, our dragon, Wrex, gave, what was their name? They had a dragon that looked like Bullwinkle. You should have seen it, Randy. If you watch last week's episode, you'll see Bullwinkle. He's got the Bullwinkle ears coming out the top there, and he just pummeled him. This week, have you seen it? There'll be a picture up here of Millie. Millie the teddy bear. They got a little teddy bear. Oh, Rotherham with a little teddy bear. It looks so cute. So I can't see it like a little teddy bear going 10 rounds with Wrex the Dragon. So I'm predicting a knockout, actually, because Bear's just a little cuddly bear.
Yeah.
It's not a big brown bear. It's a little cuddly teddy bear. So, yeah, Wrex is going to put him to the sword.
What? Sorry, SJ.
SJ's got the mic disease.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're muting everybody.
God ran. What if like Wrex though? What if he feels so bad for the teddy bear? He's like, oh, I'm just gonna cuddle smother you, and he'll be the little spoon, and he'll just smother.
Wow.
We're
Millie.
spooning. Hang on, what's going on now?
I want to know more about this fanfic. Like this sounds amazing.
Just cuddle smother to a nice sleep. Close your eyes.
Is this like Wrex is too strong, doesn't know his own strength, and he accidentally is cuddling the teddy bear but suffocates it into death?
I think it's more like when grandma won't stop breathing and you just start putting the pillow over.
I want to cuddle the rabbit, George. I want to cuddle the rabbit.
Oh my goodness. So Rexy Kevorkian will be out next week. Jeez.
But it's out of the kindness of your heart. It's out of the kindness of your heart.
It's hurting me more than you. Jeez. Yeah. Oh, wow.
So this is what happens. This is what happens when you work at a hospital. Your dark filter, you got a different lens. So the filter is,
But to be fair...
Is it called morgue humour? Is it called morgue humour over there?
I got asked to move at a restaurant one time because the conversation I was having with my coworkers were disturbing the table next to us, and we were politely asked if we could relocate to a different part of the restaurant that was a little quieter for us. And then we went, I guess that's probably not appropriate table talk for brunch on a Sunday.
You know what that server wished they had? Was my mute button. Could have just muted that whole thing. Done. Would have been over. I got everybody over here. I got that. Well, you know what they say. There's no hard feelings, and there's no love lost, because all's fair in Mascot Wars. We should probably do some predictions for... Do we want to do predictions, or is this not going to be out in time for the Tuesday match?
I'm doing them anyway.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, so Tuesday there is a match Tuesday. It's not a league game
for them.
So go ahead, SJ.
Yeah, we got the Bristol Straight Motors match on Tuesday.
Yeah, the Bristol Motors
last week. But that'll be last week when this comes out. So let's put our minds together and pick what happened last week.
Last week. Wait, but I think we should predict last week's score. I know it's easy to do because we're speaking from the future. But let's pretend that we're not in the future, we're in the past, and let's make a prediction to this baby wolves, the pups. Yeah.
Pups.
And wait,
4-0.
Oh wait, okay. What'd you say?
4-0.
I was gonna say, are we at home? I want to make sure I say the right one first.
Oh, we're always at home. Yeah.
Yeah.
And definitely against the under-21s, they always play away.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say 4-0 for a clean sheet for a couple.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buck both of your trends, and I'm gonna say, you know what? Neither one of you know what you're talking about at all. Yeah.
That's why you're not coming to Wrexham. Just saying.
Yeah. You don't know what you're talking about, and you don't know what you're talking about, and I'm gonna say 4-0. So let's get.
Wait, that's what I said.
Okay.
Now,
so you guys want to do what I said then? Okay, fine, if that's the game we're playing today. So the under-21s, hopefully it's a good thing, but as we can probably expect, lower turnout. There still is a lot of people with that sour taste in their mouth that don't like the larger clubs sending out the under-21s. And kind of, not taking the competition seriously and leaving a club like how great of a game would that have been that we got to play the Wolves at home. Yep. How cool. And it kind of takes away the specialness of that, of what these tournaments are for. These trophies are a chance for smaller teams to play bigger teams and to get some of that purse, some of that gate, some of that ticket money and revenue that comes from it. And yeah, the under-21s, it's controversial on its own. But yeah, expect the international viewers out here, expect a lower turnout than what you're normally used to seeing at Wrexham games. And some of it is because of during the week, but some of it's no disrespect to the players on Wrexham that are going to be suited up that day. There are some people that, as just a stand, are not going to support it because they don't think it's the right thing to do to support. Yeah.
And this is for the Bristol Street Motors Trophy that used to be the Pizza Cup.
It used to be the Vans, right? The Aldi Vans, or
okay. Yeah. So, because I get it confused with the under-21s playing. Did the unders play in the FA Cup also? Do they field two teams, like the same club? Okay. And then this competition is only League One and League Two, right? But then the unders.
Premier League
unders.
Yep.
Oh, so they're just coming to play in our party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is why there's a little bad taste in people's mouth from it.
Yeah.
But yeah, to your question, not that I'm the EFL aficionado, but I think the closest to having two of your teams play in FA Cup was Man United, Manchester City. That would be the closest. Or if you want to get real nitpicky, it's Manchester versus Manchester 2.0, aka Salford.
Salford.
Yeah. So we'll just anger everybody with this one. Well, we should.
After that whole Sheffield thing, oh man, I had Sheffields coming at me from every day of the week.
Oh yeah, you were fielding chefs left and right.
I know.
Yeah. Little Gordon Ramsay over here. We probably should do predictions for the league game as well too. Mm-hmm. Simon, you started off first last time, so SJ, do you want to start off with your Rotherham prediction, or would you Rotherham not?
Touche, sir.
Simon, ask me what I said again so I can say the bad joke twice.
What? What was that, Rand?
I said, would you Rotherham not? God damn it. Sorry. Yeah, SJ.
Well, I will say that Johnson Clark Harris. He sounds like he has like 3 first names as all of his names.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah.
Yes. I had him on my fantasy football team. Yeah, I had him on there for a little while. Yeah, and then but then I was looking him up. I'm like, God, this name looks familiar. Why does it? And I'm like, oh no, I like the guy that we're playing against. So I do have like some hesitancy.
Wait, is he selected for the week? No, you can't select it yet. So, yeah, you're fine.
No, you can't do
You've
it.
got plenty of time to deselect.
Yes, and I forgot to take Max out.
But we're in the future right now, so you have no time. Sorry about that.
I know. I'm too late again. Yeah. So I am a little bit worried about him making some shots. And then Joe Powell is their midfielder. He has 3 assists. So those two are working together. We gotta shut that down. It makes me nervous. Max isn't in. I don't know. But I'm gonna say 2-0. For some reason, it makes me a little nervous.
Okay.
I want everybody to be rested and ready to come back, but yeah, conservative.
Yeah. Should I go, Simon, and then you wrap it up? Okay, so I'm gonna go 2-2. This is a little bit of Parky mojo that I'm working here. We're gonna have some people resting during the trophy week, and so you're gonna have, what is it, close to 2 weeks of non-competition play, which is hard to simulate within a practice. It's even hard to simulate with the under-21s because you are not playing the same style of football. And so that game time, getting ready back in, I think it's going to be a little bit to a disadvantage of us walking back in there. And so our starters have not seen competitive play for 2 weeks, maybe some 3 weeks. We're going to be out our number one FOTMOB rated man, Max Clueth. So I'm gonna say, he's been doing a good job shutting down on that defense, and I'm gonna 2-2. I'm gonna say 2 sneak in. We still get our 2, but walk out of there with a point on an away game. So I would love to be wrong.
Okay.
Love to be wrong.
I think you have something there because the last year on the the FA Cup. January, there was the little January break, and there was 10 days off, and I'm like, everybody's gonna rest up and it's gonna be great. And then that February was just hard and fast, and it was rough. It was rough on the team for sure. So you got something there.
Yeah.
What about you, Simon?
Rotherham won, but Wrexham won because they got 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Quick math. Yeah.
I know. I was like, is this a Cryptic Clue?
Well,
speaking of, Cryptic Clue for the week. Moving on quickly.
Yes.
Regimen Dynamic Inside.
Oof.
Oh,
Regimen Dynamic Inside.
This is a family show.
So regimen, French word.
Dynamic.
Inside. That's got to be Latin based, right? Dynamic, dynamo, dynamic. Yeah.
Greek,
inside,
Greek, isn't it?
Inside Greek,
not outside.
Inside Germanic based, right? Side. Yeah. So hey, that's 3 different bases of word there. That's a good one to unfold.
I'm gonna come up with the SJ clue by the end of the season, and it's gonna be, I'm gonna draw it like a bottle cap, and then I can be like, look, it's the B- for all of those that are word challenged.
Ooh. Well, there are those.
So French, Greek, and German.
French, Greek, and German.
Going to be?
Okay.
Yeah. Regimen Dynamic Inside.
And I would love one of these. You know those word ones where they're pictures, and it's like a bushel of hay and then a needle or something. But it's all that.
That's what I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at those, but I would love to do those.
So you want Pictionary. You want Pictionary. Cryptic's Pictionary.
Well, no, not as that. I just want something else I could be bad at. I would like to try another game, too.
Like
because I'm not good at this one.
Barrow's Crest. B and the arrow.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great one.
Okay. Regimen Dynamic Inside.
And that'll be up there.
Yes.
It will be up there.
My brain cannot think of anything.
I know.
Is there any parameters that anybody needs to know, or is this a free-for-all on guessing of the person?
Is it easier than last
This
week?
one is back to being easy and a current player.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Regimen dynamic inside.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm so whiny. I'm like, is it easier? And then I can't even solve them. I can't solve any of them.
Simon, I'm waiting for the clue that's like rhymes with colon. Who is this? No.
I was like, God, what player is that?
Did you go the other way and you're like rhymes with rectum?
Oh, pen pals.
Oh, pen pals.
Well, for
Pen
some
pals. Pen pals.
Oh yeah, pen pals. Well,
Speaking
you
of
know,
rectum.
I was thinking that maybe it was a Barney joke because he has been so on fire.
Oof.
And so speaking of crosses, we have mail crosses the world.
Yay.
Pen pals. You like how I did that? Hello.
I just want to say, I just want to point out, can you hold that tin up, please?
It's a tenor.
Yeah, but where's it from? And where are our opponents this week from?
The Shire.
Oh.
Bloody Yorkshire, mate. That's the enemies, even though I picked that we'll be in gold because Rotherham playing red, and so we'll likely be the Yorkshire Gold fans. So I might have to let you up a little bit, but you shouldn't be showing the bloody enemies county
It's
when
the
we're playing
best
it. Just saying,
team.
you Rotherham lover, you teddy bear lover.
It's the best
Oh,
team.
right, trips off, right, done.
You dirty
I'm
no
coming
good.
anyways.
Dirty Yorkshire lover. You.
Just wait till I get there.
I bet you love those bears.
I'm going to
That's
have had
something
all the
that,
fun before
that
you
is
turn
one
up.
thing
I'm going to
that
suck all the fun out of the place.
happened.
There'll be nothing.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's one thing that I definitely came back. I've never been a coffee drinker. Like, I've never had a full cup of coffee, and I like coffee. Tea, I like the fruity stuff, and I went to Wrexham and came back, and I was like, this is now my tea brand, and I will have tea at halftime every day.
Nice.
A black tea.
Yeah,
So
every
instead
day.
of fruity tea, you like black tea now instead of fruity tea.
I don't know if Yorkshire technically is black tea. Is it?
Is herbal considered tea because they're not tea leaves? Is it just like something else because it's not?
tea,
water.
tea is a catch-all.
Plant water.
Tea is a
plant
catch-all
water.
for like a blend. That's like it's like chai tea. Chai.
Wow,
is
let's not
like
go there. Let's not go
It's
there.
like almond milk. It's like almond milk.
No,
You
no,
don't milk
no.
an almond, mate. It's
No,
not
it's
milk.
different.
It's
I
Chai
do.
tea. The word chai means tea. So when you say chai tea, you're saying tea.
Yeah.
Tea. Yeah.
That's
but
disgusting.
anyways.
It's a family show, SJ.
But anyways,
moving on.
Moving on.
but-
Pen pal.
But pen pals! Yeah, so, if you
Show us
want
your box.
stickers...
Show us that tin.
Hello, I'll show you the card. Look, I have pen pals. If you would like a sticker, because I showed you earlier, look at all the stickers, and I have new stickers coming. They're supposed to... Oh, nice one. The new stickers are supposed to get here right before I leave. So if they do, if anybody wants pen pals, they will be first to get the stickers before I go.
Can I go in the comment section and request one? It's not going to be typed out the way that I want it to appear, but I want it to be like this and to go, oh, is what I would like.
I was like, is this the one you're looking for?
I do want that one. I do that. I do want that one.
Yeah.
Yes, please,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm waiting for the new ones. I got to give you a good load.
I was.
There's
See
that Rotherham
yourself
people
out.
identity. What's their name?
Pen pals.
And back to pen pals. If you want a sticker, you can DM me on Twitter or tag the pod
Yep.
or repost the episode. You don't have to do it, but just let me know in the comments or on Twitter, and I will send you some stickers and a cool little card.
And you could be like me, where it was all jokes until she pulled out the actual sticker that I wanted, and I got serious real fast. Oh, do you want this? Yes, I do. Yes, I do want that one very much. Yes.
Yeah.
Did we agree on an emoji before we started today?
I
Has
have
to be a clown.
suggest-
Ooh.
A what?
We haven't been clowning around. I would have thought a clown.
See, I was going to pick an hourglass or like a spaceship because of time travel.
Wow.
Yeah, or the alien face. What do you think?
Yeah.
Is there a DeLorean?
No.
Do we go Back to the Future DeLorean?
And there's no telephone booth. I looked. There's no telephone booth.
Really?
So, yeah.
Huh.
I was very disappointed about that.
There's
so,
your next job, Ran.
You're the IT guy. You should build it.
Well,
So,
I know this. You
or
can
astronaut?
put in. You could put in custom like emojis and stuff, but I think you have to have like X amount of subscribers.
Oh, gotcha.
So hit subscribe and like and follow.
Yeah.
Hit the button.
It might really be something like either 500 or 1,000, and then you could do like own custom channel like emojis and stuff that people that are members or whatever can do in the channel. So yeah. So yeah. Like.
Okay, so I vote astronaut because we're gonna be time travelers. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, you could do.
Done.
Or it could be a baby, the mist, and then an old man. Or the opposite way.
I was like, are babies farting on... Babies are farting on old men?
Benjamin Buttons.
Button, yeah, the Benjamin Button, yeah. Old man fart, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Name
like,
that movie. Is our emoji challenges name that movie?
You have 3 emojis.
Baby fart. Old man fart
Yeah.
baby.
Okay, I think we should say which emoji we want on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Old
man fart
emoji.
baby.
I was like, I know.
Emoji. Too late now.
I was
Old
gonna
man
say,
fart, baby.
I was like spaceship, and I'm like, they're gonna say fart.
You asked
I
for
mean,
it.
what's better? What's better than a fart joke? There's nothing better than a fart
Nothing.
joke.
I will never grow up.
joke.
Everyone loves a fart joke. Who doesn't love a fart joke?
Yeah. To give up on life. When farts are no longer funny, hang it up. You are done.
Yeah.
When you're not smelling it, give it up.
Ooh. If your bowels are working properly,
Throw our final fiber emoji in the comments and let us know that you stuck with us for this whole entire circus of an episode.
Thank you.
exactly. Teach Me How to Wrexham Pod has been known to give you IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, diarrhea. You have to have those disclaimers. We couldn't give the medical advice. Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in.
Minute.
Yeah, we have hopefully given enough that could be cut out, and there's still something left over at the end. Big.
5 minutes long.
Hopefully. Everybody will thank us for that. Anybody that has stuck on this long, thank you so much for coming along the ride. If you're in Wrexham, in UK, reach out to Simon, reach out to SarahJane. Come say hello while they're out there. Have a drink with them, some food, some good times and conversations. If you're from international and you guys are visiting during the same time, reach out. Reach out at the same time. So, because that's I guess a thing that we need to do is more international meetups. I won't be there this time, so I'm begging both of you all to have all of the fun. Don't leave any of the fun behind. Have it all. Absorb it. Love it. Live it. Life, love, whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
Up the having fun town.
Ooh, yeah.
Up the town! I'm so excited to go up the town!
Okay.